working on a shift, in the morning shift, trying to hit a certain target, or an afternoon target, or a daily target that the store wants to hit. Okay, so how could culture, politics, how could the politics and power influence the team performance then? Again, in the same way, either in a positive way or a negative way, with how it's all good and well having legitimate power, and it's all good and well having political power, but the question really is, how do you get the best out of your staff? You know, you need to incorporate other things into this power. Just by telling someone to do something doesn't necessarily mean they're going to do it in the most efficient and effective way. Would you agree with that? Yeah. So you have to include other things in here, like other motivational theories. Yeah? You have to look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs and how you can stimulate people to be motivated, to do more, to be more. Yeah? So just having political power and legitimate power doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the best out of your employees. It also takes into consideration what? Leadership styles. How you come across as a leader. Can be transactional, can be autocratic, or it can be participative, depending upon how you feel your team's going to respond. Does that make sense? So you need to be critical of this. You've already done this question already, and most of you have already answered it already. So you need to now add on the critical side, in terms of being critical, in terms of the way it's going to affect this in a good or bad way. How many words are we looking for this? 200 to 300 words, good. M1, 2 to 300 words. What about M2? M2 says, critically evaluate how to influence the effective application of behavioral motivational theories, concepts and models. Critically evaluate how to influence the effective application of behavioral motivational theories, concepts and models. So what are some of the motivational theories, concepts and models? Douglas McGregor, X and Y theory, good. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, psychological needs at the bottom, safety needs, love needs, self-esteem needs and self-actualization needs in his hierarchy of needs model, in his pyramid. And then the other model we looked at was Hertzberg's two-factor theory. Yeah, the dissatisfiers, or the hygiene factors and the satisfying factors, yes? You okay? Okay, so remember, in P2, well, if you came in 2 hours late, I can't possibly let you sign. And if you're going to speak quietly, yes, I can hear you.
It's recorded there.
And yes, it is recorded. But if you're going to speak quietly, of course I can hear you. And I am going to reply. You can't possibly sign if you come 2 hours late. That's not fair or equitable. Okay, and P2 says evaluate. Evaluate means look at the pros and cons. How content and process theories of motivational techniques enable effective achievements of goals. So we're following on from P2. M2 is following on from P2. So you don't need to go over it all again because you've done the majority of the work there already in P2. Okay, so evaluate the content and process theories of motivational techniques. So you looked at these three already in terms of achieving goals. Let's go back to M2. So M2 says critically evaluate